Hi, my name is Gail Giovanniello from Mind Your Body Pilates in New York City. This is Orly. She'll be my demonstrator today, and we're going to do a short workout for you. This is a mat-based Pilates workout, and it's going to start with the prelude to the 100. So Orly, round your head, neck, and shoulders up. Reach your hands past your hips. Make gentle fists, and you're going to tap the mat 5 times on inhale and exhale. And it can be as percussive as you can make it. So you can pump the breath or smooth it out. Exhale, so you can sniff for 5 and blow for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sniff for 5 taps and blow out for 5 taps. Sniff for 5. Her abdominals are going to pull back, and hopefully the pelvic floor is still engaged here as well. And we'll do 3 more breaths. Exhale. So now I want you to pump your breath just to show the difference. So sniff for 5, blow for 5. Sniff for 5, blow for 5, and keep blowing out, 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 and hold, and then release down. Very good. All the way down. The next exercise is the double leg stretch. So you want to pull your knees into your chest, grab hold of the shins or ankles, round your head, neck, and shoulders up. Draw your abdominal wall back and pull the pelvic floor in. Take an inhale in the ball shape, and on the exhale, extend the arms and legs out. Squeeze your arms into your body, turning your palms toward your legs, and give them a squeeze. So I say contour the arms into your body so your elbows can bend a little bit. Inhale, pull the knees in. With your hands, pull them in. Elbows wide, head pulls in as well. Exhale, extend the arms and legs out. Squeeze the arms against the body. Inhale, pull the legs in, wide elbows, head pulls up. Exhale, push your arms and legs out, deepen your belly back. Inhale, pull the knees in. Exhale, push your legs out, squeeze the arms into the body. Inhale, pull the knees in. Exhale, push your legs out, squeeze, pull the knees in, and rest your head down. The next exercise will be the roll up. I'm going to do it 2 different ways. The first way with bent knees, which is a little bit easier, and you can do all 5 repetitions this way. Or when we extend the legs, extend with us, and when you get a little bit better at it, you can extend your legs for all 5 reps. So it starts out with the arms up toward the ceiling. You're going to nod your chin forward, pick your head up, start to curl through the spine, and hook your hands underneath your legs and pull yourself up. When your chest starts lifting, sit up tall, take a breath in, and then do a pelvic tilt to roll you back down, releasing your hands, reaching towards your knees as you roll your spine all the way to the mat. Arms come up to the ceiling, look up to the ceiling, inhale to prepare, exhale, round your head up, hook onto the back of your legs, actually pull with your arms. Don't be afraid to use your arms to get yourself all the way seating upright. Exhale, roll down, really find that pelvic curl, pull the abdominals back toward the lower spine, lift your eyes and lift your arms and inhale. So one more in the modified direction. Pull with your arms, elbows pulling side, lift your rib cage, sit up tall, look forward at the horizon, tuck your pelvis under, pull the belly way back, roll your spine down, lift your eyes, lift your arms, and if you can, straighten your legs now, zip them together really tightly, round your chin to your chest, and start to roll yourself up, which you might find challenging. And then you're going to sit up tall with your arms just at your shoulders and lift your chest up, tuck your pelvis under. And here's where the pelvic floor is going to come in. Go ahead and do your roll back and narrow your hips. So you're essentially using your pelvic floor and your abdominal wall. Inhale the eyes and arms to the ceiling. Exhale, round your chin to your chest. Narrow through your pelvic floor. Pull your waist back. I'm going to stop here. I just want to point out that you want to roll forward enough so that your shoulders come over your hips, and then sit up tall. Take one more breath in. Exhale, pelvic tilt, pelvic floor engages, legs are squeezing together, abdominals take you down. Inhale the eyes and arms up to the ceiling, and exhale, round your head and shoulders out one more time. Good. Rolling your shoulders over your hips, staying scooped through your belly, and then uncurling the spine to sit up tall. Very nice. I'm going to stop you there so we can go into rolling back. So bend your knees early. This is rolling back, or most people know it as roll like a ball. Put your hands on your shins and draw your heels into your sitting bones and do a pelvic tilt. So she tilts back in the pelvis, draws the stomach back, and then lifts the feet up. Good. Now tuck your head inside your knees and pull your elbows wide. So really visualize that you're inside of a ball here, and so you have to roll in this position. So engage the pelvic floor, initiate with your abdominals, and roll back. And then deepen all that and try to roll up without letting your feet touch. Okay, and you also want to roll back onto the shoulder blades, but not onto the head. Good, and 2 more. Inhale as you go back, and exhale as you come up, and deepen that lower belly back towards your spine. Good, try to balance there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now place your feet on the floor, flex them, and hold onto your feet with your hands. Okay, good, digging your heels in. Good, bring your feet together and flex your feet. That's it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to have her do is something we call sand tunnels. So round your head in between your knees, and I want you to take a breath in, and I want you to blow the air out as you push your legs straight, but keep your abdominals pulling way back into your spine. So if you're tight, you can hold on to your ankles or shins, but if you're flexible enough to hold your feet, you're going to push your feet into your hands. Then the hard part is to start bending your knees, so you're going to drag your heels back, engage your abdominals, do a pelvic tilt, and if you want to be a little fancy about it, you can lift your heels up, and there's your rolling like a ball again. She's going to place the heels down, dig a sand tunnel, and push the belly back into the lower back, which is going to stretch your lower back and stretch your hamstrings. So start to bend your knees, do a pelvic tilt, lift your heels up, and then put your heels down. Take a breath in, flex your feet back, push your waist all the way back into your lower back, and then start to drag your heels in, bend your knees, the whole time holding onto your legs, pick your feet up, balance into rolling like a ball. There you go. You can hold onto your feet as well. Put your feet down, flex your heels, and then push all the way up, deepening your abdominals. Good. Okay. So I'm just gonna point out that she's having question as to where to hold, but she can reach her feet, so you can stay on your feet, start to bend your knees, and start your pelvic tilt. So it becomes abdominals, and then she's going to lift her feet off in this position. And you can see where the balance happens. And then one more time, put your heels down, push into your heels, really press, really pull back through your abdominals, and then initiate to go back into that position with all of that work. So she's going to pelvic, tilt, and pick the feet up with the pelvic floor and abdominals. It's like magic. To even out the body, we're going to do a couple of back extension exercises. So come onto your belly. The 2 that I'll teach today are the flight and the press up. So first, bring your hands underneath your shoulders as if you were going to do a push-up. So flatten your hands and just lift your head to start. See the wall in front of your body, and then press up as much as you can, keeping the abdominals engaged. If you can straighten your arms all the way, great. If not, just go as far as you can and then ease yourself back down. But be mindful of keeping the abdominal wall in and the pelvic floor engaged if you can. So lift your head, press into your hands, and if you get all the way up, if your arms straighten, try to think about bringing your body through your shoulders so your arms are lifting your chest up. And you can extend as much as you can and then come down. Good. Yeah, so you can make it a back bend if your spine allows you to do that. Okay, good. So now extend your arms forward. Open them a little wider than your shoulders, but keep your feet squeezed together, your pelvic floor and stomach engaged. And now I want you to lift your head, shoulders, and then lower down. And then lift just your legs. So press your hips into the mat and try to keep your knees stretched here. That's really hard to do. So you have to really think about extending through the back of your knees. So open the arms a little wider than your shoulders. Now keep your arms down and just lift your head and your chest. And lower down. So these are all variations you can do before you can do them all together. So she's just lifting her head and her chest, and then she's bringing her chest and her head down. Then do your legs again, press your hips into the mat, and try to really extend through the back of your knees. So go for length opposed to height here, and then lower down. And just do the legs one more time, press the hips, go for length, lengthen the back of your knees, and lower down. And then if you want to be daring, add it all together, lift your head and your chest, lift your arms, lift your legs, try to extend your knees, and lower down. We'll just do that one more time. I like to inhale on the way up and exhale on the way down. Very nice. Okay, so to further even out the body, I want you to turn onto your right side. Here you are in your side lying position. Rest your head down and extend your legs. Engage your abdominals, engage the pelvic floor. So when you lie down, your ribs are dropped into the mat and you're actually not aligned. So the first thing I want you to do is press into that hand that's in front of your sternum and on the mat and lift the bottom ribs off the mat. And then exhale and put them back down. So take an inhale and lift the bottom ribs off the mat so you have weight into that front hand. Exhale, lower down. Lift the ribs off the mat, keep them lifted and pull the abdominal wall back and hold it there. Bring your top hip forward. Make sure that the hips are stacked one on top of the other. Lift your top leg up. Okay, now your whole body is going to stabilize so that your leg can move freely in your hips. So it's a pendulum. You're just going to inhale, bring the leg forward, exhale, and bring it just past the hip line, thinking of getting a little hip stretch. So inhale, pendulum kick forward towards your nose. Exhale, deepen the belly back and bring the leg just past your hip. Loading weight into that hand. The front hand is definitely weighted to help you move forward and back. And the hardest part is to try to keep lifting up off the mat with this bottom part of the rib cage. Good, and two more. So inhale, pull the belly back, lift the ribs, exhale. Deepen it all and give yourself a little stretch. One more time. Inhale, reach forward, and exhale and reach back. And this will go into leg circles and bicycle and other things, but the first tool is to try to get that stability and that strength to hold the ribs up and to move the leg freely in the joint. And now I'll do the other side. So when you get down, one little detail I want to point out is the hand that is balanced, face the fingers forward and make a right angle with your elbow. You may not feel this at first, but it allows the shoulder girdle to naturally rotate. And I don't want you to pull it down, I just want you to feel it naturally rotate down, and just keeping the elbow up will help you do that. So inhale, lift those ribs up off the mat. Exhale, deepen your belly, try to keep the ribs off and extend the top leg up on top, just a little higher than your hip. Good, now stabilize through the belly and inhale, pendulum, kick the leg forward and exhale, bring it back. And every time you feel your ribs drop to the floor, try to use your arm and your abdominals to lift them up. So essentially you are moving your ribs in a lateral direction down here because they want to drop, so it takes a lot of abdominal strength to hold them up. Good, one more time. And finish with a nice stretch and just relax everything down. To finish today's workout, I'm going to have you twist your spine in a seated position. So come on up, extend your legs, interlace your fingers and bring them all the way behind your neck. Push through your legs actively and lift your chest up, pulling your pelvic floor in and up and your belly back. Take an inhale and twist to the right. Exhale and twist a little deeper in one motion. And inhale, twist to the left. passing through center. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, twist to the right. You can do this a little more vigorously. Exhale, inhale, twist. Exhale, twist further. Inhale, right. Exhale, deepen. Push through your legs. And one thing to be mindful of is trying not to shear your legs one in front of the other. Try to keep them together. So it takes a lot of abdominal strength, a lot of narrowing in the hips and pelvic floor. And one more time to the left, land center. And relax. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Come see us at the studio. Visit mindyourbodyfitness.com for more information.